A member of Congress is calling for action after our NBC News investigation aired here last night about artificial turf.
The New York City Parks Department and the Los Angeles school system no longer install the surface, citing multiple health concerns.
This is the stuff everybody's talking about.
The black dots, called crumb rubber, are actually shredded car and truck tires. They contain all the same chemicals found in most tires. The International Agency for Cancer Research labels 4 carcinogens.
You'd get it in your mouth and you wouldn't think about it.
Jordan Swarthout started playing goalie on turf when she was 12 years old. At age 21, Swarthout was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma. The former goalie is on Griffin's list. Names of soccer players who have developed different types of cancer. Annika Jibovic, 18 years old. Emma Loney, 15. Austin Everett died at the age of 25 from non-Hodgkin's lymphoma.
I would have them in my ears. I would have them everywhere, in my hair.
Last year, she was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Faye played soccer since she was 4 and was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma at age 16. A former college football player now battling leukemia. I feel sick to my stomach that the artificial turf can have so many chemicals.
The doctor came in and he said, in all my years of medical practice, this is the worst x-ray I've ever seen, the worst chest x-ray I'd ever seen.
Hodgkin's lymphoma, stage 4.
You end up ingesting the crumb rubber. It's unavoidable.
Crumb rubber turf is everywhere in Kentucky. Almost all big universities use it, as do most Lexington high schools.
Tonight we introduce you to Mackenzie Hicks, a Moorhead senior who has played soccer most of her life until she was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma in 2011. She is an identical twin, and her twin did everything together except soccer. Now, one got cancer and one did not.
Just with having a twin, we're really close. We do everything together. We've been exposed to the same things. It's just weird that, I've gotten it twice and nothing's ever happened to her.
Mackenzie is on the right side of your screen, and it's pretty clear which sister has cancer. What is not clear, why her?
I've played soccer my whole entire life, and she has too, except I've always played select soccer, like real competitive soccer, and she took about 5 to 6 years off of competitive soccer to do cheerleading and other things.
Her dedication to the game paid off when Moorhead State University came calling. It was in the spring of 2011 that Mackenzie was diagnosed with stage 3 Hodgkin's lymphoma.
It was the hardest thing I've ever gone through in my life.
For 6 months, she was in and out of the hospital, anxious to get back to the field. Hicks was in remission when bad news came again. She was in the 5% of lymphoma patients who relapse. Now she was really questioning what caused her cancer. Was it something in the air or something else?
I remember even going into the locker rooms after practice and just pulling down your socks, and you had all those little turf pebble things all in my skin and everywhere.
The state's Division of Waste Management has spent almost $6 million since 2005 to provide crumb rubber to hundreds of organizations all across the state. When you see crumb rubber on playgrounds, athletic fields, daycares, you may have footed the bill.
Gary Logsdon manages the tire recycling program. He says the state is aware of the health concerns surrounding crumb rubber, but likely won't stop providing grants unless the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency recommends it.
Former professional goalie and reality TV star Ethan Zahn, who has twice beaten non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, had been keeping his own list.
And she said, I just think it's something with the field turf.
The former Husky goalkeeper was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma during freshman year of college when doctors discovered a large, deadly tumor.
It was about the size of a little bigger than a softball, and it was right in the center of my chest.
The pain is still fresh for June Leahy. Her daughter, Austin Everett, a star goalkeeper, died a year and a half ago. In 2008, we told you about a Tacoma Stadium High goalkeeper's battle with Hodgkin's lymphoma. Back then, Luke Beardimple and his family wondered if crumb rubber had played a part in his cancer.
I'll catch it, it'll stop the ball, but not the pellets, and they'll go into my face, they'll go into my eyes and my mouth.
In 2008, the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission stated that its exposure assessment did not include chemicals or other toxic metals beyond lead. Tires do contain metals and chemicals that had been ruled too toxic to burn in Washington state. The average athletic field uses 27,000 tires.
NBC News repeatedly requested an interview, but after several emails and 2 phone calls, the EPA refused. When we asked the CPSC for an interview in response to our investigation, the agency declined our request. We have posted much more information on our website, along with a dedicated email address for any of our viewers. Tell us your story and comments. Brian?
Our coverage will continue as well. Stephanie Gosk with our investigation. Thank you.